A report into end-of-life choices has been presented to the Victorian Parliament.
We found that despite significant medical advances in recent decades, too many people still suffer significantly at the end of life, and their own personal choices about how they want to die aren't fulfilled.
It follows a comprehensive investigation by the Legal and Social Issues Committee.
We as a society have lost an understanding of what death is and what death entails. We need to have more conversations with our loved ones about what end of life means for them so that their wishes can be met and implemented. We also need significant legislative reform.
The committee has made a number of significant recommendations.
We need greater conversations in the community about death and how we anticipate our own end of life being and what we want for our end of life. Flowing from that, we need legislative change to give doctors the protections they need to administer the pain relief and provide the comfort that the patients and community expect. And beyond that, we need to introduce an assisted dying framework in certain limited circumstances.
More than 1,000 submissions were received for the inquiry, and the committee heard from more than 150 people at public hearings across Victoria.
We heard compelling personal stories from people who are dying, who are looking for change, who are looking for choice. We also heard from the Victorian coroner, who told us of some brutal, horrific and compelling cases where people have taken their own lives in tragic and lonely circumstances because of a lack of choice. And the committee was moved by the compassion and care of so many doctors, nurses and palliative care volunteers out in the community who give their time for no other reason but to help those who are suffering at the end of life.
There were a number of challenging issues.
We need to codify the common law tests of double effect to regulate continuous palliative sedation, and we need to introduce an end-of-life framework to give people more choice. Clearly, death is a confronting issue, and clearly some of the recommendations the committee have made will be contentious in the community. But the committee believes that individual choice at the end of life should be respected and indeed should be permitted.
The Victorian Government will now consider the report before providing a response. The report is available from the committee's website.